watching Parliament Television. Business of the House will resume at 11 hours, and at the time the House was taking a 20 minutes health break, we had Chairman North Member of Parliament Mr. Yotam Chalo, who was posing a question to the Minister of Finance following a question that was being considered on the floor of the House, posed by Namwala, Member of Parliament, on how many military personnel were separated from their employer in unclear circumstances from January 2016 to August 2021, and part B of the question, whether any of the affected officers have been reinstated, and part C, if so, how many were reinstated as of August 2025, and part D, if none have been reinstated, why. So we expect Chairman North Member of Parliament to continue where he ended just before the break.
The last question on the order paper today, this is question 77, is expected to come from Kalawa Central Member of Parliament, Mr. Chinga Miyutu. He will direct his question to the Minister of Fisheries and Livestock. He wants to find out whether the fish stocks have been depleting in most water bodies countrywide. If so, what the cause of the depletion is, and what measures have been taken to avoid a potential extinction of fish in Zambia.
And we have one motion to be moved by Chasefu Member of Parliament, Mr. Mishek Nyambose, in which he urges the House to adopt the report of the Zambian delegation to the 68th Commonwealth Parliamentary Conference CPC held in Bridgetown, Barbados from 5th to 12th October 2025. We cross back the floor of the House. Business of the House is yet to reconstitute. At the moment the bells are ringing, signifying that the quorum has not been constituted, and once a quorum has been constituted, business of the House will resume, and it is a requirement that 1/3 of the members of Parliament have to be present in order for business to continue. So that is the reason why business has not yet started. As soon as the quorum has been constituted, business will continue. And we were looking at a motion that will be moved by Mr. Nyambose, Member of Parliament for Chasefu, and in this motion he wants to urge the House to adopt the report of the Zambian delegation to the 68th Commonwealth Parliamentary Conference CPC held in Bridgetown, Barbados from 5th to 12th October 2025 for the 5th session of the 13th National Assembly, laid on the table of the House on Wednesday, 12th November 2025.
After that, we expect the House to consider the Small Claims Court Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 16 of 2025, which is coming at report stage. And after that, we expect the House to resume debate on the motion of supply that was moved by the Minister of Finance and National Planning on 4th November 2025 to consider the estimates of revenue and expenditure for the year 1st January 2026 to 31st December 2026, presented to the National Assembly in September 2025. So that is business yet to come on the floor of the House. And earlier on, we had some announcements that were rendered on the floor of the House. And in one of the announcements, the Honorable Madam Speaker did announce that she had received communication to the effect that in the absence of her Honor, the Vice President, who is attending to other government business, the Minister of Defense, Honorable Ambrose L. former MP, had been appointed acting leader of government business in the House from today, Friday, 14th November 2025, until further notice. In the other announcement, Madam Speaker reminded the House that she had made an announcement that the Interparliamentary Union Zambia National Group will hold its annual general meeting, AGM, on Monday, 15th November 2025. However, it is regrettable that the AGM could not take place due to a lack of quorum. In view of the foregoing, she informed all members that the AGM will now take place on Wednesday, 19th November 2025 at 08:30 hours in the amphitheater at Parliament buildings. Madam Speaker encouraged all members to take this announcement seriously by attending the AGM.
And the Minister of Transport and Logistics rendered a ministerial statement on the Tazara Revitalization Concession Agreement. There was also a presentation of a government bill, and in this case the Minister of Home Affairs and International Security did present a government bill, and this is the Immigration Control Bill, National Assembly Bill number 18 of 2025, and this bill seeks to continue the existence of the Immigration Department and redefine its functions, provide for the appointment of immigration border guards and provide for their functions, regulate the entry of persons into and departure of persons from the Republic, regulate the remaining of immigrants from the Republic, repeal and replace the Immigration and Deportation Act of 2010.
All the honorable members, when business was suspended, the House was considering question number 76 on the order paper, asked by the honorable member for Namwala, and the honorable member for Chama North had just started to ask a follow-up question. May the honorable member continue.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the cancer of retiring security personnel unjustly or unfairly, I think is retrogressive for the nation because we are losing a lot of experienced personnel. So I want to find out from the minister, what measures is your ministry putting in place to stop this trend, because I know that the trend has continued even under the UPND government. Thank you.
The Acting Minister of Defense.
Madam, with your indulgence, may he repeat the question?
Thank you. The honorable member for Chama North.
Honorable Minister, I was saying that this cancer of retiring military personnel unjustly is progressive for this nation, because we are losing a lot of experienced personnel. And I know that it's not only the military personnel, but in service. So now my question is, what measures are you putting in place, Honorable Minister, to ensure that this trend comes to an end? Because I know that this trend has continued even under the UPND administration. I thank you.
The Acting Minister of Defense.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the Honorable Member of Parliament has insinuated that the trend of retiring public officers, military officers, under the clause of national interest, public interest has continued. I want to state, Madam Speaker, without any fear of any contradiction, that we have never retired anyone from the time we came in office in national interest. We have never. And that's a fact. If the honorable member has any evidence, I challenge him to lay the evidence on the table. Yes, we have never done that. We believe in fairness as UPND administration. If any officer is found wanting, we charge them according to the conditions of service, and they will respond. We will never retire anyone in national interest without giving reasons. We don't want, because we believe that that particular provision was abused by the PF, and we will not want to follow what the PF used to do. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. The last member, the honorable member for Pemba.
I'm humbled, Madam Speaker. Honorable Minister, it is quite interesting to hear that Your government, my government, has never retired anyone in national interest. Unlike the previous government, the PF, what message do you, looking at the way you have taken care of the Zambian employees without discrimination and without retiring anyone in national interest? Thank you.
The Acting Minister of Defense.
I've been requested to make a statement to the Zambian people as to what they should do in the interest of good governance. The only thing the people of Zambia should do, that on the 13th of August, 2026, they should vote for the President of the Republic of Zambia in the name of Hakainde Hichilema. And Kwenyu. I forgot here there is a constituency in Monze. They should do like what they would do for the President.
Order, honorable members. I have one announcement to make before we go to the last question. Honorable members, I wish to recognize the presence in the public gallery of pupils and teachers from High Ridge Secondary School in Kabwe District. On behalf of the National Assembly of Zambia, I warmly welcome the visitors in our midst. I thank you. You may be seated. The next question, the Honorable Member for Kalabo Central.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Question number 77.
The Honorable Minister of Fisheries and Livestock.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Honorable Chingamutu, Kalabo Central Member of Parliament, to ask the Minister of Fisheries and Livestock 3 questions. A, whether the fish stocks have been depleting in most water bodies countrywide. B, if so, what the cause of the depletion is. And C, what measures are being taken to avert a potential extinction of fish in Zambia? Madam Speaker, the answer to A is, the House may wish to note that fish stocks in most water bodies across the country have not been entirely depleting. There is clear evidence of reduced fish stocks in most water bodies due to overfishing. This has led to significant changes in the composition of fish species being harvested. Smaller, fast-breeding species are increasingly dominating catches, while larger, traditionally preferred species such as breams and tilapia are declining due to sustained fishing pressure. Madam Speaker, this shift indicates that fish species which were previously underexploited are now appearing more frequently in catches. A case in point is the increased presence of Tisense in Luapula province, which has become a dominant species in recent harvests, replacing the once abundant breams and tilapia. This trend underscores the resilience of smaller species to fishing pressure, attributed to their rapid reproductive cycles and reduced competition from larger species whose population have diminished. Madam Speaker, answer to question B. The reduction of fish stocks in natural water bodies countrywide is driven by a combination of interrelated ecological, social, economic, and governance factors. These key causes include: 1, illegal and destructive fishing practices. The use of prohibited gear such as fine mesh nets, explosives, and chemicals severely damage aquatic habitats and indiscriminately removes juvenile fish, undermining stock regeneration. 2. Increased fishing pressure. Rising populations in riparian communities have led to intensified fishing activities, placing unsustainable pressure on fish resources. 3. Weak enforcement capacity. Inadequate staffing and logistical support for fisheries enforcement officers hinder effective monitoring and compliance